Okay, I know I look a mess, but I got bored and I've also been getting a lot of questions about how I do my eyebrows. So I thought I'd get on here and go and give a little tutorial just doing that by itself. So I'm going to get to the brushes and what they're used for. This one I think is the number 14 Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. It also has spoolie on the end. Um, the reason why this was such a great brush is because it's so fine. Like, it just gives you a really defined look and it really gets into detail. So that's why this is such a great brush. And the spoolie, it just helps blend it out over time as you're, doing your eyebrows. Also to brush them up before you do it, just to get them the way that you want them. So this brush, it's just like a little fluffy angled brush. I wouldn't exactly use a brush this fluffy. Reason being is because it won't exactly blend it out the way you want it to. So that's why we're using this one right here to blend out concealer when we, clean up everything. This one is just a kind of edge defined brush. It's more flat. So when we carve our eyebrows in, we're just going to go right under the eyebrows with this. So we're going to get started. The product I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Auburn. So this is what it looks like. I've actually had this one for a little bit, so which is why it's worth the money, because it lasts you a long time. And it's not expired either, so that's why it's so great. What I'm doing right here is on the end, I am just taking off the excess, which you will come back and use because a little bit goes a long way. So here's what we're going to do. Let's use this eyebrow. So I'm going to brush it up right here. We're just going in with this brush right here. Literally, when you go in towards the front, barely need any product. I may have to look in this mirror a little bit because I have one towards my wall. Like I said, you barely need any towards the front. Okay. I mean, you can go ahead and clean it up after we're done with this line, but usually people finish their eyebrows first, then you go and clean it up. But I like to go ahead and do it in between. So to clean it up, I'm going to use this concealer. It's Color Mates. I'm not sure what shade it is, but always go 2 shades lighter than your foundation shade when you clean up your eyebrows and get highlighter. Get concealer, because it highlights. Also, and it cleans up, gets blemishes out, so. Alright, we're going to clean it up right here. Barely need any product. And please excuse the noise in the background. Everyone's still awake and getting stuff done, so. Like I said, we're using that fluffy brush I showed you before. Just blending it out. Try not to get the brush and the product that just put on, like the brow product. Concealer's fine, that's what you're trying to blend out. But really, just try not to get it in the brow pomade you just laid down. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do the top and add some product in. We're going with what I had on the back of this lid. I'm going to brush it up. Because like I said, we're following the natural shape of the eyebrow today. Sometimes I do dramatic eyebrows, kind of overline, but today I'm going by the natural shape. So we're going more product. And you barely need any product towards the front. Don't bring it all the way towards the front of your eyebrow. So before it starts to get light, like how it naturally is, like you see skin right here. If you go right here before you see the skin and your eyebrow is kind of meeting, Just, that's basically where you need to stop putting a lot of product. As you fill it in, if you're lining the top, just stop right here. And that's really all you need. So we're going to go with more product on the cap. Blend it in the eyebrow. If you mess up, it's okay, because we are going to clean it up. You want to put the most product at the end and gradually barely have any product towards the front. So lightly use the brush towards the front. Like I said, you need barely any product. Just using excess product that's on your brush. You're going to go ahead and blend all this in. See the difference already without even cleaning up the top? Yeah, so this one's not filled in at all. It looks terrible. I know I need to clean them up a little bit. Then there's this side. It's already done. But for the top, I'm going to use a foundation. That's just for different reasons. It just gives it more of a natural look, if that makes sense. So I usually would say do not use full coverage or medium coverage foundation because it does oxidize pretty quick. It just looks really cakey. While if you use a dewy and smooth foundation, like this one, you throw this out because it's expired. But if you use something like this, I know this isn't my shade either. So if you use like something like this, a dewy and smooth foundation, Maybelline Fit Me is a great one. I'd use something like that if you're going to clean up your eyebrows. But considering I don't have anything else other than this, is what we're going to use. This is the Glam of Lodge Full Coverage Foundation. It's a 16-hour wear. It's oil-free. It's by Hard Candy. It is in the shade Buff 1504. So this is what we're going to do. You see all that product on the, gosh, what do you call it? The wand right there? You barely need any towards the tip of the brush. Barely anything. Because a little bit goes a long way, and it's not with just this product. It's with any. So, just leave right here. We're going to clean up the eyebrows. Okay, that's literally all you need. Going back in with that fluffy brush right here. And we're just going to blend it out. I'm not going to blend it all entirely out on camera. I'm just going to face this way when I finish blending it out, because it's kind of hard to see when you're looking at a phone lens compared to looking at an actual mirror. Like I said, I'll have a better setup eventually. I'll start editing, making better videos once I get the equipment to do so. So I don't have to film it on my phone. I just have a camera and edit and all that good stuff. I'm gonna finish blending out over here. You're still doing the same thing, by the way. You're still blending out. There's no such thing as too much blending. You really want to blend. You don't want to underblend because it's not a good look. Alright, this is about as blended as it's going to get. It looks kind of cakey because, like I said, I'm using medium full coverage foundation. I'm going in just a little bit more to fix what I might have accidentally unfilled with the concealer. Alright, so we're just blending it out one last time. And that's it. So we're just blending it out one last time to spoolie. You kind of want to go through as you're applying product and blend it out. Usually I do so. I'm kind of in a hurry. You know, I really have nothing to do. Okay, so with both eyebrows brushed up, this is the difference. So this is what the eyebrows done. Oh, one last thing. So I usually go in with this after, but so I have this clear mascara. I'm gonna go in with that on the eyebrows. It just helps it stay in throughout the day. That's literally all it does. This is my uncle, by the way. It just locks it in throughout the day. It's usually why I use it. It's literally $1 for it. It's literally $1. It's from Elf. They have a side for your brows, a side for your lashes. So it works both ways. Alright, so this is before, this is before, this is